So I want to demonstrate how powerful EPL, esoteric principles of light, principles are when put under the context of Scripture. Let's do this. Random Bible quotes. Let's pick a random Bible verse. We are looking for King James. I wanted to look at the entire passage there. So we're going to begin with purity. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. What is the principle there? Well, you could almost put any principles within that sentence structure. You could put purity. You could put sacrifice. You could put expression. You could put wisdom, godly wisdom. You could put community. You could put production in the next one, and ego, God's ego, healthy ego in the next one. Let's see. 4:18. Okay, it's jumping. He that hath my commandments, there's purity, and keepeth them through sacrifice. He it is that loveth me. Look at that. Look at that sub-principle just pop out. Because the sub-principles of faith, love, hope, mercy, compassion, passion, trust, not to leave out, duty and honor, mercy. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father. So you have the larger components occurring there as well. You have a community coming from wisdom, and I will love him and I will manifest myself to him. And that is a product. That is a production of ego, of the egoic, godly ego. Let's move on here. Let's try to look at these principles again. Jesus answered. So Jesus, being the Son of God, purity, and said unto him, he in faith sacrificed his expression. If a man love me, there it is again, love, that is a sub-principle. He will keep my words. So that is a reciprocation right there. And my Father will love him. So it's a refraction into the next principle. And expression comes from that. And we will come unto him and make our abode with him. So you have union and grace happening there. And then the pure truth. You could go over this over and over again and just randomly open up any Bible scripture. But I didn't want it to be that random. I wanted it to follow some continuity verses. Let's say chapter. We want to get the whole chapter there. Let's see if it gives us the whole chapter. It's like they're being stingy with the Bible. It's so weird, right? Chapter, there we go. Everything's testing, right? And so we hear Numbers chapter 26. Amazing number right there. That's the day my son was born. A blessing. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord, and I'd like the Lord in capitals to be seen as the principles that God manifests. The Lord. The principles that Lord over us, that we choose. That the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war. Sacrifice, the first expression, coming from the Lord, which was purity. And this next one is expression. And Moses and Eleazar, the priest, spake with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, that's expression. Look at that, the last word, saying. Now we come to wisdom. Take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord, as principles from God, commanded Moses and the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. That is encapsulating wisdom in it from beginning to end. That is the words of wisdom from the Lord. Now we go on to community. Reuben, the oldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanokites, of Palu, the family of the Paluites. How could you get more community oriented than that? And then we get into production. Of Hezron, the family of Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. And this is the production. They produced more offspring. They produced more family. And unto the ego, head. These are the families of the Reubenites. That's the ego of God, God being expressed through Reuben. And they that were numbered, and them, were 40,003,730. The product, the ego. You'll see the EPL mantra, the EPL principles be repeated over and over again. And it's a good way, in my estimation, to check whether or not something has been tampered with.